Hey seniors, have you ever paused at the edge of a curve, your heart racing as you question whether your next step will hold? Or maybe you've caught yourself reaching for a wall, not because you needed to, but because a quiet fear whispered that your balance might betray you. These moments, those fleeting hesitations, the subtle wobbles, the growing caution in your stride, aren't just signs of aging. They're signals of 7 common, preventable mistakes that 99% of older adults make, quietly eroding their confidence and freedom. In this video, we're diving deep into these mistakes with heartfelt stories and practical solutions that can transform the way you move. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, stick with us until the end because we're not just sharing tips. We're revealing a powerful, step-by-step path to reclaim the strength, stability, and fearless spirit you thought might be gone forever, empowering you to live boldly and move with joy again. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment, number 1. If you don't like it, comment, number 0, to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now, let's get started. Mistake number 1, neglecting the foundation, your feet and ankles. Your feet and ankles are the unsung heroes of your body's balance system, serving as the critical foundation for every movement you make. These complex structures, comprising 26 bones, 33 joints, and over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments in each foot, absorb shock, adapt to uneven terrain, and provide the sensory feedback your brain needs to keep you upright. Yet, as we age, many of us overlook the importance of maintaining their strength, flexibility, and responsiveness. This neglect can lead to a cascade of issues, from unsteadiness to compromised posture and reduced confidence in daily activities. Margaret, an 82-year-old retired schoolteacher from Ohio, experienced this firsthand. 4 years ago, she shuffled around her home in worn-out slippers with flattened soles, unaware of the toll they were taking. "I thought my hesitant steps were just a natural part of getting older," she reflected, her voice tinged with regret for not addressing the issue sooner. A simple balance test, attempting to stand on one foot for 10 seconds, revealed the extent of her weakness. Her ankles wobbled like fragile reeds in a gusty wind, and she struggled to maintain her position. Weak feet and ankles don't just cause unsteadiness, their effects ripple upward through the kinetic chain, straining knees, hips, and the lower back while eroding the confidence needed to navigate life's daily demands. Solution: reawaken and strengthen your foundation for lifelong stability. Revitalizing the strength, flexibility, and sensory awareness of your feet and ankles is not only achievable but can transform your quality of life. By incorporating targeted exercises into your routine, you can reawaken these vital structures and restore their role as your body's foundation. Start by walking barefoot on varied natural surfaces, such as soft grass, warm sand, or smooth river pebbles, for 5 to 10 minutes a day. This practice stimulates the sensory nerves in your feet, enhancing proprioception, the body's ability to sense its position in space, while strengthening the small intrinsic muscles that support your arches. Another effective technique is rolling a golf ball, tennis ball, or small massage ball under the sole of each foot for 2 to 3 minutes daily. This simple exercise relieves tightness, boosts circulation, and activates the sensory feedback loops that connect your feet to your brain, improving balance and responsiveness. For a dynamic challenge, practice heel-to-toe walking, as if you're navigating an imaginary tightrope. Stand near a wall for support if needed and take 10 to 15 steps forward, placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other. This engages the stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and lower legs while sharpening coordination. Additionally, incorporate daily calf stretches to maintain flexibility and prevent stiffness, which can compromise balance. For example, try the wall calf stretch. Face a wall, place one foot back, and lean forward gently, keeping your back heel on the ground for 20 to 30 seconds per leg. Margaret committed to these exercises with diligence, starting with just 10 minutes a day. Within 3 weeks, she noticed a remarkable difference. "It's like my feet woke up from a long nap," she beamed. Her steps now surer and her posture more upright. Strong, responsive feet and ankles don't just keep you steady, they restore a youthful spring to your step, empowering you to move through life with renewed confidence and ease. Mistake number 2, avoiding balance challenges. As we age, the fear of falling can become a powerful deterrent to staying active, leading many seniors to adopt a sedentary lifestyle to play it safe. However, this well-intentioned avoidance can backfire, weakening the very systems that support balance and increasing the risk of falls over time. James, a 76-year-old widower from a small coastal town, experienced this after a near stumble on a cracked sidewalk during one of his cherished evening walks. The incident shook his confidence, and he began to limit his outings, opting instead to stay indoors. "I thought staying still would keep me safe," he admitted, his eyes reflecting the loneliness and isolation that followed as he withdrew from activities that once brought him joy. Avoiding balance challenges is like allowing a muscle to atrophy from disuse. Without regular practice, your body's ability to adapt to uneven surfaces, sudden shifts, or unexpected obstacles diminishes. Your reflexes slow, and the neural pathways responsible for quick corrections, such as those that help you recover from a trip, lose their sharpness over time. This lack of engagement weakens not only your physical balance but also your confidence, creating a vicious cycle that can significantly impact your quality of life. Solution: embrace safe, progressive challenges to rebuild balance and confidence. To counteract the effects of avoidance, it's essential to incorporate safe, progressive balance challenges into your daily routine to rebuild strength, coordination, and trust in your body. Begin with simple, low-risk exercises that can be done at home. For example, practice standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, holding onto a countertop or chair for support if needed. Aim to hold the position for 10 to 20 seconds per leg, gradually increasing the duration as your confidence grows. Another effective exercise is heel-to-toe walking along a hallway or near a wall for safety. Take 10 to 15 slow, deliberate steps, focusing on placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other, as if walking a straight line. This strengthens the stabilizing muscles and improves coordination. For a more holistic approach, consider joining a Tai Chi class, a gentle martial art known for its slow, flowing movements that enhance balance, flexibility, and mind-body connection. Research shows that Tai Chi can reduce fall risk by up to 50% in older adults. James, inspired to reclaim his mobility, enrolled in a local balance class tailored for seniors. The group setting provided encouragement, and the exercises, ranging from single leg stands to gentle weight shifting drills, helped him regain his stability. Within a month, he was amazed at the transformation. "I'm not afraid to move anymore," he said, his radiant smile reflecting his renewed sense of freedom and engagement with the world. These gentle, intentional challenges don't just rebuild physical balance, they reignite your trust in your body's capabilities, empowering you to live more actively and confidently. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Mistake number 3: wearing the wrong shoes. The footwear you choose, or choose not to wear, plays a critical role in your balance and overall safety. Ill-fitting, unsupportive, or inappropriate shoes can disrupt the sensory feedback your brain relies on to maintain stability, turning even routine steps into potential hazards. Clara, a 79-year-old grandmother from a rural community, learned this lesson after a frightening near fall in her kitchen. She had always loved wearing cozy, loose-fitting socks around her home, appreciating their comfort. But one morning, those socks slipped on her polished kitchen floor, nearly sending her tumbling. "I never thought something as simple as socks could be so dangerous," she said with a sheepish laugh, shaking her head at the realization. Shoes with worn-out soles, excessive cushioning, or loose fits can dull the sensory input from your feet, making it harder for your brain to detect subtle changes in terrain. Even modest heels, such as those found in many casual shoes, can shift your center of gravity forward, increasing the risk of a stumble. Similarly, going barefoot or wearing socks on smooth surfaces like tile or hardwood can lead to slips, especially for older adults with reduced sensation or grip strength in their feet. Solution: choose footwear that enhances stability and supports every step. Investing in the right footwear is a powerful and practical way to enhance your balance and reduce the risk of falls. When selecting shoes, prioritize features that promote stability and safety. Look for shoes with firm arch support to maintain proper foot alignment, flexible yet sturdy soles that allow natural movement, and slip-resistant treads designed to grip various surfaces, from wet pavement to polished floors. A wide toe box ensures your toes can spread naturally, improving balance, while a low heel, no more than 1 inch, keeps your center of gravity stable. Indoors, replace slippery socks with grippy slippers featuring Velcro straps or snug fits to ensure a secure hold. For outdoor activities, invest in high-quality walking shoes specifically designed for stability, with features like cushioned heels to absorb impact and breathable materials for comfort. If you're unsure where to start, consider visiting a specialty shoe store where staff can assess your gait and recommend appropriate options. Clara made the switch to supportive slippers with non-slip soles and was amazed at the immediate difference. "I feel grounded and secure again, like I'm standing on solid ground," she said, her voice filled with relief. The right shoes aren't just a practical choice, they're your allies in every step, providing the stability and confidence needed to move through life with ease and assurance. Mistake number 4. Over-reliance on supports. While leaning on walls, furniture, or other supports may feel like a practical way to stay safe, it can become a crutch that undermines your body's natural balance mechanisms over time. This habit often develops after a moment of instability, such as a dizzy spell or near fall, and can quickly become a default behavior. Robert, a 74-year-old veteran from a bustling city, began this pattern after experiencing a dizzy spell that shook his confidence. "Holding onto chair backs or walls made me feel safer," he explained. "But within months, I couldn't walk across a room without grabbing something for support." This over-reliance sidelines the postural muscles in your core, hips, and legs, which are essential for maintaining stability and upright posture. It also dulls your body's proprioceptive systems, the sensory feedback loops that help you sense your position and make quick adjustments to stay balanced. Over time, this dependency increases your vulnerability to falls, particularly in situations where external supports aren't available, such as crossing a street or navigating a crowded room. Solution: rebuild confidence and independence through intentional practice. Breaking the cycle of over-reliance requires intentional, gradual steps to rebuild your body's natural balance systems and restore confidence in your mobility. Start by practicing short walks without touching walls or furniture, focusing on steady, deliberate steps. Choose a safe environment, like a hallway with a wall nearby for reassurance, and take 10 to 15 steps while keeping your gaze forward and your core engaged. If you feel unsteady, pause and reset rather than reaching for support. For added structure, consider exercises like the chair stand, where you rise from a seated position without using your hands, repeating 8 to 10 times to strengthen your legs and core. If you use a cane or walker for medical reasons, follow your doctor's guidance. But for general mobility, challenge yourself to move without support whenever possible. Working with a physical therapist or joining a balance-focused exercise program can provide personalized guidance and motivation. Robert began working with a therapist who introduced him to exercises like weight-shifting drills and single-leg stands. Over time, he rebuilt his strength and coordination, eventually walking unaided across his home. "I feel like I've reclaimed my freedom," he said, his voice brimming with pride and accomplishment. Your body is designed to maintain balance naturally. By allowing it to practice and strengthen through intentional movement, you can rediscover its remarkable capabilities and navigate life with greater ease, confidence, and independence. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Mistake number 5, ignoring vision and inner ear health. Your eyes and inner ears are the unsung architects of your balance, working in tandem to provide your brain with a constant stream of sensory data about your surroundings and body position. These vital systems act as your body's silent navigators, enabling you to walk confidently across a room, climb stairs, or navigate uneven sidewalks. When vision or vestibular function declines, whether due to aging, untreated medical conditions, or simple neglect, your stability can erode, significantly increasing the risk of falls and compromising your independence. Consider the story of Helen, an 80-year-old artist whose vibrant watercolor landscapes were her pride and joy. Over time, she began tripping more frequently, especially in dimly lit settings like her studio or during evening walks. Initially, she attributed these incidents to the inevitable frailties of old age, shrugging them off with a resigned sigh. However, a comprehensive eye examination revealed a different story. Cataracts were clouding her vision, and her eyeglass prescription was woefully outdated, distorting her perception of the world. Further testing by an otolaryngologist uncovered benign paroxysmal positional vertigo (BPPV), a treatable inner ear condition caused by displaced calcium crystals that disrupt the vestibular system's ability to sense head movements. After receiving treatment, Helen's relief was palpable. "I was missing half the world, and I didn't even realize it," she said, her voice trembling with gratitude as she rediscovered the clarity of her surroundings. Solution: prioritize sensory health with proactive care and environmental adjustments. To safeguard your balance, it's essential to prioritize the health of your vision and inner ear systems through regular monitoring and timely interventions. Schedule annual or biannual eye exams with an optometrist or ophthalmologist to detect and address conditions such as cataracts, glaucoma, or age-related macular degeneration, which can impair your ability to perceive depth, detect obstacles, or see clearly in varying light conditions. An outdated eyeglass prescription, even by a small margin, can distort your spatial awareness, making it harder to navigate uneven terrain or spot hazards like curbs or steps. Testing for depth perception and peripheral vision is particularly important, as these functions are critical for maintaining stability in dynamic environments, such as crowded rooms or outdoor trails. If you experience symptoms like dizziness, vertigo, a spinning sensation, or unexplained unsteadiness, don't dismiss them as mere dizziness or fatigue. Instead, consult a healthcare provider, ideally a specialist in otolaryngology or neurology, for vestibular testing. These evaluations can pinpoint issues like BPPV, labyrinthitis, or other vestibular disorders, many of which can be treated with targeted therapies, such as canalith repositioning maneuvers for BPPV or vestibular rehabilitation exercises. Beyond medical care, simple environmental modifications can dramatically enhance your safety. Install brighter lighting in your home. Consider LED bulbs with high lumens or motion-activated lights for nighttime use, to improve visibility in low-light areas like hallways, staircases, or bathrooms. Applying high-contrast tape to stair edges can make steps more distinguishable, reducing the risk of missteps. For individuals with hearing loss, hearing aids can also play a surprising role in balance, as auditory cues contribute to spatial orientation. Helen's life was transformed after receiving new glasses and completing vestibular therapy. "I see the world now, and I feel steady again," she said, her eyes alight with renewed confidence as she returned to her easel. Your senses are the bedrock of your balance. Invest in their care to maintain your independence and vitality. Mistake number 6, skipping core strength. Your core muscles, comprising the abdominals, obliques, lower back, and pelvic floor, are the unsung heroes of your body's stability, acting as a central anchor for every movement you make. Whether you're standing up from a chair, walking through a grocery store, or reaching for a high shelf, a strong core ensures proper posture, alignment, and coordination, reducing the strain on other muscle groups and minimizing fall risk. Unfortunately, many older adults underestimate the importance of core strength, assuming it's a concern reserved for younger athletes or that it's irrelevant as physical activity naturally declines with age. Thomas, a 77-year-old retired schoolteacher and passionate gardener, experienced the consequences of this oversight. He began noticing his posture slumping as he tended his flower beds, and his steps grew hesitant when navigating the uneven paths in his garden. Carrying heavy watering cans or bending to pull weeds left him feeling unsteady, and he chalked it up to getting older. It wasn't until a physical therapist pointed out his weakened core that he realized the root of his instability. "I didn't know my core was so weak. It was affecting everything," he admitted. A compromised core forces secondary muscles, such as those in the back or legs, to overcompensate, leading to poor alignment, fatigue, and a heightened risk of falls. Solution: build and maintain core strength with accessible, targeted exercises. Strengthening your core doesn't require advanced equipment or grueling workouts. It's about incorporating consistent, low-impact exercises that suit your physical abilities and lifestyle. Begin with simple movements like seated leg lifts. Sit in a sturdy chair, engage your abdominal muscles, and slowly lift one leg at a time, holding for 5 to 10 seconds before lowering. Modified planks, such as leaning against a countertop or performing a plank on your knees, can also build core stability without straining joints. Aim to hold these positions for short durations, gradually increasing as your strength improves. Another effective technique is to practice standing tall and engaging your core muscles, as if you're pulling your navel toward your spine or zipping up a tight jacket. This can be done throughout the day, whether you're standing in line or washing dishes. For those with access to a physical therapist or fitness instructor, guided exercises like Pilates or Tai Chi can further enhance core strength while improving balance and flexibility. Thomas committed to a daily routine of core exercises recommended by his physical therapist, starting with just 10 minutes a day. Within weeks, he noticed a difference in his gardening tasks. He could bend and lift with greater ease, and his steps felt more assured. "I stand straighter now, and I'm not wobbling like I used to," he said, his face beaming with pride as he surveyed his blooming garden. Core strength isn't about achieving a chiseled physique. It's about creating a stable foundation that supports every movement, empowering you to live actively and confidently. Mistake number 7. Letting fear take the wheel. The fear of falling can be a more insidious obstacle than a fall itself, quietly undermining your confidence and shrinking your world. A single stumble, whether it results in injury or not, can plant a seed of anxiety that grows into a pervasive fear, leading to self-imposed limitations on activities that once brought joy. Susan, a 71-year-old book club enthusiast, experienced this firsthand after tripping on a sidewalk curb during a walk with friends. Though she wasn't seriously hurt, the incident left her rattled, and she began declining invitations to her cherished book club meetings, local outings, and even simple walks in her neighborhood. "I didn't want to be a burden to anyone," she confided, her voice heavy with the emotional toll of isolation. This fear-driven withdrawal can create a vicious cycle. Avoiding activity leads to physical deconditioning, weakening muscles and impairing balance, which in turn heightens the risk of future falls. Beyond the physical consequences, the loss of social engagement and independence can erode mental well-being, leaving individuals feeling disconnected and diminished. Solution: rebuild confidence through gradual action and community support. Overcoming the fear of falling requires a multifaceted approach that combines physical practice, emotional resilience, and social support. Start with small, controlled movements in a safe environment to rebuild trust in your body's abilities. For example, practice standing from a seated position without using your hands for support, or take short walks while holding onto a stable surface like a kitchen counter or hallway railing. These exercises help retrain your body and mind, proving that movement can be safe and manageable. Joining a community exercise group, such as a balance-focused class, Tai Chi, or yoga, can provide both physical benefits and a sense of camaraderie. These groups offer a supportive environment where participants can share experiences, learn from one another, and celebrate small victories together. Working with a physical therapist or occupational therapist can also be invaluable, as they can design a personalized program to address specific balance concerns and build confidence. Susan took her first steps toward recovery by joining a local walking group with close friends who provided encouragement and companionship. Starting with short, flat routes, she gradually regained her confidence, and within months, she was back at her book club, animatedly discussing her favorite novels. "I'm not hiding anymore," she said, her smile radiant with a renewed sense of freedom and connection. Balance is not just a physical skill, it's the courage to embrace life fully, to move through the world with purpose, and to refuse to let fear dictate your choices. By taking proactive steps and leaning on community support, you can reclaim your confidence and live vibrantly, unhindered by the shadow of fear. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect on the journey we've shared today. 7 common mistakes that can steal your balance and 7 powerful solutions to help you reclaim your confidence, strength, and freedom to move fearlessly. From strengthening your feet to facing your fears, every step you take toward better balance is a step toward a fuller, more vibrant life. So, what's one thing you've learned today that sparked a change in you? Maybe it's a new exercise, a commitment to better shoes, or simply the courage to move a little more each day. Drop a comment below and share that one lesson you're ready to bring into your life. It's not just about accountability, it's about inspiring each other to keep going. If you found this video helpful, please leave your comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content that empowers you to live strong and fearless. Your support keeps this community growing, and we can't wait to see you in the next video. Here's to your next steady step.